What's going on, Crimson Crew? A little different today. I'm by myself, just out here exploring. Everybody else is busy, so I thought I'd just come out, get out, get outside. It's free. Just kidding. I had to put gas in the Jeep. Other than that, we're gonna go explore an area I've never really been to before and see what kind of little trails we can find and whatever else we can get up to. Before I get going here, I just want to mention a product I've been using for a while. I've been meaning to do a review video on it, but I've just been too caught up. Can't really find the time to get out and do that. But I got time today, so we're out here exploring during the day, and it's going to get dark pretty soon here, and we need to find our way back. So how are we going to do that? You've probably noticed in a couple of my reels and other videos that I have a couple lights on the front of the Jeep. So Auxbeam sent me these lights here. So these are the lights here, guys. You got the flood beams on the bottom two LEDs are floods, and these are spot up top, so it's like a combination. And what's cool with these is they send you, I have amber covers for these. You just undo the 4 bolts and you can swap out the amber covers, or you can have the clear. I like the clear up top in my line of sight, but these are pretty solid, pretty slim lights. They're definitely awesome. They're super bright too. But if you look down here on my bumper, these are the flood beams. So you can see the different lens. That one compared to that one. And I swapped the lens out and I have amber down here, so they're more like fog lights. So in the videos, that's what you see. You see the 2 ambers down below, and then I got the ditch lights up top. And I mounted them by just putting washers under here. I had brackets that came out, but I think it looked janky. So I just mounted them straight through the existing bolt in the Jeep. And they're up out of the way. They won't get whacked by branches going down the side, which is a big thing here because we got branches that go all the way along the hood and then up here. I should have limb risers, but I don't like the look of them, and it's just paint. But yeah, those are the Auxbeam lights I've been using for a while. I had those lights for about 4 months now. I've had them, and I'm really enjoying them. So I can really give you my honest review on them because I have been using them for a while, and they're super bright. And the flood beams are like super wide. I'll show you guys later when it gets a bit darker, but we're gonna need those to find our way back. I'm gonna use just those lights. I'm gonna turn off my headlights and my fog lights, and we're gonna use just those lights to get home if it gets dark. So it's currently like -10 out here, so it's really freaking cold. I don't know why I'm standing outside doing the intro, but we're gonna head up some of these trails here and we're gonna see where it goes. Let's go do that. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, get yourself a hoodie. These are awesome. Finally got some samples in, guys, and I approve them. So definitely, if you guys are interested, get a hoodie, get a hat. If you're interested, I know I'm not gonna make you buy them, but it'd be awesome if you guys could support the channel. Helps me do what I do. Trying to do this as a full-time job. So let's get on with this adventure, and I'll stop boring you with the boring stuff. Let's go. Well, we have a tree across the road, so that's lovely. I'm gonna get out the chainsaw and cut this. Actually, I'm gonna be lazy and go around it. I lied. I'm gonna get out. It's freaking -10 outside. All right, let's go. That looks super cool out there with the trees. That's awesome. It is so cold outside. I gotta get my hand back inside. It's frozen from putting the camera out there. But we'll head along this shelf road and see what we can get up to. pretty wild to be the first one out here with no marks. Somebody's been out here, but it snowed after them. Nobody's been out on this road after that snowfall, and it is just weird. Usually a lot of people are out here, so nobody's out here. It's creepy. It's all good. If you guys ever do go out by yourself, make sure you have a way of contacting somebody through something. I have one of the new iPhones, so I can GPS call if it's an emergency. So it's not like I'm out here completely dead in the water if my Jeep breaks down or if anything happens to me. Always have a way to contact people. Last time I was out here, there was a mountain. It had snow on it. I was in my old truck. I made it to the top. So you can probably see where this is going. I'm probably gonna try to find a mountain and start climbing it and see how high we can get up. I mean, I'm just kind of enjoying the scenery. It's absolutely beautiful with the snow and the sun. It's just so peaceful too. I love how snow makes everything quiet. Just crazy how peaceful it is. Normally you hear like water running, the wind blowing, birds chirping, but with the snow, you don't hear anything. So you guys don't always need to go out with friends. It's nice to just get out by yourself, really take your time, really enjoy it. Like there's no rush. It's just crazy how beautiful it is. So what I'm seeing, guys, pretty cold here, guys. The river, the moving water is actually freezing. What do we got outside? -10. Don't be saying, oh, Alberta's way colder. Yeah, it is. This is cold for the island. It sucks. The island is supposed to be a nice tropical getaway, not this garbage. It is beautiful. I like this. I love this season. I mean, I love the heat too, but the snow is just so peaceful. It's just everything gets clean because everything gets covered in a layer of white snow. So especially when you're out here like first, you get to see it all fresh. If you guys are wondering what map I use on the island in BC, I try to use Onyx, but it's fairly new, so there's not much on it. But if you combine Onyx with Gaia, you can kind of get a pretty good idea of what is out there and what trails go through. The hardest part is that the South Island's all gated, so none of the trails get updated, so you never really know what ones actually go through and what ones don't. So that's why it's called BC pinstriping, because 90% of the time you go down, you get a bunch of pinstripes, and the trail doesn't go anywhere. But you have to go down it to find out, because if you don't, usually it's the trails you don't go down are the ones that go through, so fortunately that's how that works. But I know a pretty big mountain up here. We're gonna go see if we can get onto the top of it and see what kind of view we got from the top of the mountain. First one, except for this bear. Unbelievable. Ruining my fresh powder. Can't really see it. frozen waterfall. Interesting. Alright guys, there's the mountain there. We're gonna try to get up there. Doesn't look doable, but there's no roads on this side. The roads are on the other side. So let's get over there and see what we can do. Just turned onto the trailhead. The slow climb is gonna start now. It looks like it's getting windy. Oh, that's lovely. Just what I want. I want like wind in a snowstorm, so if I get stuck or break down, it's like a complete nightmare. That'd be sick. No, I'm just kidding. Might be a cool sunset up here actually. I'll show you guys this view first. Pretty cool. A little bit of a rock here. A little bit of a rock tumble. Nice. Alright guys, we're getting a little steeper here, kind of on the edge of the mountain. Look at this view though. It's absolutely beautiful. Climbing on the edge of the mountain. That's nice. Good rock slide. I can come down at any moment. That big rock up there, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. It hasn't come down yet. We've probably got pretty good chances it ain't gonna come down. It's weird. We're getting higher, but there's not any more snow. So, guess we're on the sunny side of the mountain. I don't know what the backside entails. We will find out soon. Guys, we're kind of veering back. We're going up now, so it's getting kind of snowy out here, but the top looks really frosty, so it should be pretty exciting if we can get up there. Got the sunset in the background here. Alright guys, we're getting pretty close to the top here. I think we're gonna miss the sunset, or we're gonna be on the shady side of the mountain, so we won't really get to see it, but if I get a clear spot, I'll show it to you guys. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's getting kind of deep. It's more hard pack, so. Oh yeah, I love the axle hop and the old solid axle. It's lovely. This is just so peaceful driving through here. This is crazy. It's gonna be an insane sunset. I'll probably go down there and watch it if I wanted to, but we're gonna try to get to the top of the mountain. Look at that. This is just crazy. This is the climb here. There, guys. Don't turn on me. Here we go. All right. That's a nutty view. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but unfortunately that's gonna be the end of the road. Well, we got a bunch of stuff on this side, so I can't go any more this way. And the road is like angled, and as you can see, snowbank there, but there's a dip right here. So I'm guessing there's a cross ditch that goes across here, and you can kind of see that it goes that way. So I don't really want to end up down there by myself with nothing to winch to on the top side. I've been up there, there's nothing up there, but yeah, made it this far. It's pretty crazy. It is so windy and cold up here. Look at this. That's nuts. These lights are nice and bright. We're gonna have to use them pretty soon, but that's crazy with the background. That looks so cool. We're just gonna get back down here and might hang out, watch the sunset a little bit, and yeah, make our way down here and see if we can get out of here. Probably be dark by the time we get back, and gotta go through a trail again. So let's head down here.
For a minute in the quiet, it feels like it was before. I get lost just for a moment, thinking I'm not where I am. And I didn't want to feel this way, tired of being out of place. Give me a one-way ticket out of here someplace. I know I can't be happy, it's not in my head. I can sit and cry about reasons why I'm in this mess, but what good is that? What a waste of breath. It's a fine line, thinking about the words unsaid and setting me free from my chest. I feel so low, I'm not myself. I feel so low, I'm not myself. Was there something in the wind? Was it meant to be pulled apart from everything I knew, like golden leaves when it's their time to fall? But I didn't want to feel this way, tired of being out of place. Give me a one-way ticket out of here someplace. I know I can't be happy, it's not in my head.
Alright guys, we're heading down here. I knew that you wouldn't really get the real sunset from the top because it's on the shady side of the mountain, but on the way down here, this is what I'm seeing, and this is wild. Pretty cool. Look at that in the background. Definitely glad I didn't just sit on my couch today. Went out and did some stuff. We're gonna head down here. We're gonna test out these Auxbeam lights. They look good. My headlights are on right now, yeah, and my light bar. But this is really just a floodlight bar. Kind of just adds immediate light in front. It's not super bright. So we got the Auxbeam ones up top, the combo beam, and then I got the floods, the yellow ones on the bumper. Then I'll give you guys a quick idea what's going on back here. These are not Auxbeam lights back here. These are just ones I picked up on Amazon. I have a side floodlight now, and another lights back here, which I'm gonna do another video on, separate video. But those are two in the back, chase lights, kind of floodlights on the ground. And then another side light on this side, and then I have rock lights. I'm gonna do a whole walk around video. I'm gonna head down here in the sunset, get some sweet shots on the way down. I'm sure it's gonna look absolutely insane. We are almost at the bottom. It's getting pretty dark out. So that is just with the Auxbeam lights on right now. So that's pretty bright. I turn the headlights on. That's on high beams. So they're kind of ditch lights, so they fill the left and the right, and then my high beams fill the center in. So I'll turn the high beams off and high beams back on. High beams off. I'll do it a bit better down here, but you get the idea. They are nice and bright. Alright guys, I'll show you a bit of the light. So I'm going to turn everything off. This camera is really good in low light, so it's deceptively bright out. Usually the cameras don't do good in low light. So we're going to start with the least bright to the brightest. So we're going to go, those are my normal fog lights right there. These are going to be my low beams and my high beams. So we'll turn those off. Orange lights, that's orange only. And then we're going to turn those off, and we're going to go, those are the Auxbeam ditch lights spot combo. So if I turn on just those and the orange lights, you got that, and then you mix the headlights in, you get the center, and you turn the fog lights in, and that's every single light. Because with the Taser, I have the fog lights on with my high beams. So guys, I'll give you a little bit of driving here. It is snowy out, it's white out, so it's going to reflect more, but they're super bright. It's not really, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But this is with everything on. Yeah, you can see quite a ways in front of you. So let's just turn off the Auxbeam lights. There we go. So that's just your normal Jeep headlights right there. And if you put them off high beam, that's the regular low beam light from the Jeep, the LEDs. And then the high beam. So it's kind of central focused when you turn the high beams on. The Auxbeam lights, they're pointed out towards the ditch. I'm probably going to pull them in a bit more, but they do help around corners, pointed out that far, just because the high beams doesn't really spread very well on the Jeep. But yeah, I'm definitely impressed with these lights. They're really bright and definitely changed how I drive, because I'm a little bit more confident having the lights on. So lights are a good functional mod and they look good. So definitely, if you guys are interested in getting some lights, I do recommend Auxbeam lights. They're on the lower price point, but the quality is still there. They're not any less quality than some of the higher brands. We got one more tight little trail to go down, so we'll really test out the lights there because it's a little bit of a technical section. I'll put the drone up there so you guys can kind of see the flood and see how it lights up the trail. But going through there, I am also going to be using the lights on the side and the back, so just know that the Auxbeam lights are the lights in the front. I'm gonna hit up this last little trail up here and get the heck out of here, guys. So far it was a successful trip. Didn't get stuck, didn't have to use the winch or anything, but yeah.